Will SSDI and SSI beneficiaries also be included for this new $1,000 to $2,000 stimulus check announced by the president in what he is calling a distribution or dividend to the people of America? This is a really good question, and what I'm going to focus on for you here in the video, as I've literally received this question hundreds and hundreds of times over the last several days, and I want to clarify it for you here in the video, as I recognize a lot of you here in this community that watch these videos that receive fixed income benefits like SSDI, SSI, Social Security, low income, fixed income, people with disabilities, seniors, really want to know, would we also be included with this? Now, I've received multiple other variations of that type of question, but I'll answer all of that here in this short video. So literally within the next few minutes here, you will have the answer to that. And in the video in which I originally presented this information, I featured the clip of the president. In fact, I have it pulled up on my phone right here. This is the clip of the president. Now, I'm going to be fair with you. I am not going to play this clip here in this video. Reason is, I featured it just the other day in a separate video. So I'm not going to feature it again here in this one. I can, if you want me to come back in a separate video and feature it again, I can certainly do that for you. But in this clip right here, the president literally said they're thinking about a $1,000 to $2,000 distribution or dividend to the people of America, okay? Now, you probably saw the video. I'm going to anticipate you saw the video from the other day, and you've at least seen this clip from the president. So with that being said, I'm going to anticipate all of that you know about it. Now, quick side note, I'm going to throw this out there. Here we are in October 2025. If you happen to be somebody on Medicare, as in you have Medicare, please make sure you're doing yourself a huge favor. A lot of these plans are changing in a massive way. A lot of the plans are also expiring or being discontinued. In other words, going away. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of plans are going away. Call that phone number right there. You can clearly see it. Free Medicare help. Please call that phone number. Make sure that your plan, number one, still exists and that you are on the best plan for your personal needs. Because these plans change so much every single year, you got to make sure that you are still on the best plan. A lot of people here in this community, I mean thousands and thousands of people, have already called that phone number and getting new plans, saving a lot of money, hundreds or even thousands of dollars. It's absolutely incredible. Anyway, make sure to call that. Do yourself a huge favor. It's for you. It's not for anybody else. Make sure that you're saving as much money as possible and you're properly covered for the new year. By the way, after you talk to them, drop a comment down below on any video. Use the word chapter within your comment, and I'll give you a shout out and feature you in an upcoming video. All right, anyway, so let's talk about this clip, okay? And again, I featured this just the other day. Here's the deal. Ask the question however you want. Doesn't really matter how it's worded. SSI, SSDI, seniors, people with disabilities, low income, fixed income, people that have no income, somebody that doesn't file a tax return, somebody that does file a tax return, somebody that doesn't have any income, somebody with a disability. Kind of lump all these questions together into basically the exact same answer, which is this, okay? It's all based on income. It's all based on income. What do I mean by that? Every single time that they distribute money in the form of a stimulus check, a rebate check, a distribution, a dividend, whatever you want to call it. There's all kinds of names for the same thing. And again, don't get caught up by the name. The name doesn't matter, okay? They could call it a rebate, a distribution, a dividend, a stimulus. It does not matter the name of it. Don't get caught up by that. Anyway, it's always based on income. Every single time it's based on income. Okay, so what can we anticipate? Well, as of right now, we don't know the exact parameters in which they would put the brackets as far as income. They break it down into two separate categories, an individual and a married couple. And they usually have income thresholds of, I'm just going to say, this is subject to change. It easily could change. I'm just saying what they have historically been talking about with the other proposals that have come out this year to distribute money to the people, and what they've done historically over the last several years with the last few stimulus checks that we received, okay? What do? They establish an income threshold for an individual and a married couple. Historically, it is $75,000 or less, keywords or less as an individual, or $150,000 or less as a married couple to be eligible for the full distribution, okay? Now, you might be thinking, is that like earned income? Is it fixed income? Is it gross income? Is it net income? How do you know? Is it income based on a tax return? Yes, all of the above. Okay, let me elaborate. Yes, it's income that would be reported on a tax return. Hold up, there's more coming here. Hang on, because you might be thinking, Man, I don't file a tax return. They got me. They're not doing it for me. Okay, let me say this much as well. Remember what I just said. It's income based. If your income is so low that you do not file a tax return, let's just go back to the original question from a minute ago. Is your income as an individual below $75,000 a year as an individual, or below 150 smackaroonies, 150 grand a year as a married couple? Is your income below that, even if you do not file a tax return? Well, the answer would be yes. If you do not file a tax return, that tells me that your income is below $15,000 a year as an individual and below 30 grand a year as a married couple. How do I know that? Because that's basically the standard deduction. You wouldn't file a tax return if your income is below the standard deduction because your income is zero in the eyes of the government. You don't pay taxes, okay? What do I mean by that is that in this situation, again, file a tax return or not, who cares? Doesn't matter. Your income is below the threshold. That's all that matters. That's all that matters is that your income is below the thresholds that they put in place, and that is what predicates somebody's eligibility for a payment. Does that make sense? Okay? I'm just going to say this. Maybe I shouldn't say this. Maybe this will turn some people off. I don't know. Way too many people get caught up with a couple keywords. Tax return, working, and income. Doesn't matter where income comes from. If money is coming to you, that's income. It doesn't matter what it's from. You could be selling junk on eBay. You could be selling stuff on Craigslist. You could be working 9 to 5. You could be working part-time. You could be getting no other income except for Social Security, SSDI, SSI, VA, RRB, spousal, retirement, survivor's benefits, any other benefit. That's called income. It does not matter where it comes from. Income is income in the eyes of the government, in the eyes of the IRS. Money coming to you is income. The source does not matter, okay? Here's the thing. You could be, well, I don't have anybody doing this. My wife does this. I'm just saying, for this hypothetical example, you could literally work for me and I could pay you to edit and upload videos for me. That's income, okay? I don't have anybody doing this. I'm just saying this is a hypothetical example, but that would literally be income, okay? I'm paying you for your service. Same thing goes with Social Security. You're retired. You're disabled. That's income. It's coming from Social Security. It's income is income. Doesn't matter. In the eyes of the government, money coming to you is income, okay? If your income is below the threshold, regardless of all these other taglines and keywords like tax return and federal income taxes and gross income and earned income and stuff like that, who cares? Don't worry about it. Income is income. If your income is below the threshold, regardless of how you get that money, that is what predicates somebody's eligibility to receive these monies. Does that make sense? Okay? So anyway, that's where this whole thing comes from. Now remember this much as well. The 3 stimulus checks that we received in 2020 and 2021, the $1,200, the $600, and the $1,400, all of those were strictly based on income, okay? Somebody could have had zero income, literally zero income, and still receive those payments. And remember this much, if your income is below the standard deduction, which is about 15 grand right now as an individual or 30 grand as a married couple, if your income is below that, your income is still zero in the eyes of the government. Make sense? Okay? So if you're receiving SSI and you're getting, say, 10 grand a year, you're below the threshold. 10,000 is less than 75,000. Okay? I'm not trying to talk down to people. I'm trying to just make this super, super easy to understand because there's so many people that get caught up. Man, they're not giving it to me because I don't file a tax return. Don't get caught up by that. Who cares? Okay? Doesn't matter. It's not about filing a tax return or not. It's about your income. Does that make sense? Okay? So I hope this helps you understand this situation. Of course, I will continue to keep you posted along the way. And again, I'm just trying to really break this down and make it super, super simple as far as all these different moving parts, because it can be super easy to get caught up by all these different taglines and keywords like tax return and what other words I've said here in this video. But you get my point behind this, okay? Please don't get caught up with all that. I'll certainly keep you posted along the way. And remember this much as well. Back in 2020 and 2021, were Social Security, SSDI, retirees, seniors, people with disabilities, SSDI, SSI beneficiaries, Were all of you included for those 3 stimulus checks? The answer is yes, absolutely 100% you were. You were. This next, distribution to the people of America that the president is talking about, same situation. It's literally a stimulus check. Same thing, okay? Different names. He adds some confusion to it. Same old thing. Let's break it down to the most basic principles of what it is. Distribution of money in the form of a rebate or stimulus, and people with an income threshold or income under the threshold. That's what that is, okay? Hope this helps to understand that. Of course, I can come back in a separate video or live stream if you want me to talk about this further. I'd be happy to do that. No problem whatsoever. Let me know. I can certainly do that for you. Otherwise, stay tuned. We are in a super busy time of year right now. A lot of things that are happening. I will certainly keep you updated every single day. I'll be here for you by your side no matter what. And again, let me know what else I can do for you. Otherwise, again, if you're currently on Medicare, please, you got to do this for yourself. Just call them. A quick 5, 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes. They will find all the plans out there in your local area, break it down to your preferences, your needs, your wish list, whatever it is that you want out of a plan, and they'll find it, and they'll do all of that grunt work for you for free. It's like somebody carrying boulders around your yard for free. That's awesome, right? That's the kind of free grunt work that I like. I don't want to do that. Not sure about you. I don't want to. Let somebody else do it. Let them carry the heavy boulders for you completely for free, okay? That's what they're doing. They're helping thousands of you here in this community already. Absolutely incredible. Now, if you're on Medicaid, unfortunately, they cannot help with Medicaid. Things are very tight and very restrictive with Medicaid, but Medicare, absolutely. Absolutely Medicare, okay? Otherwise, if you're, in a situation that you know somebody on Medicare or a whole bunch of people on Medicare, please share that phone number with some people, your friends, family members, neighbors, acquaintances, siblings, coworkers, parents, neighbors down the street, neighbors down the hall, your social media, anybody you know on Medicare. Please share that phone number. Let's help some people out right now, as it is such an important time of year. All right, anyway, I hope this helps you. Please subscribe down below if you're new here. 100% free. Big subscribe button. Please share the video. Big share button down below. Check out the other 6,000 plus videos here on the channel in the video library. The popular videos I've hand selected for you down below in the description or the top of the comment section, as well as that phone number hanging out down below for you as well. Comment section and top of the in the description as well. Otherwise, until next time, enjoy your day. I hope this answers those questions for you. If not, drop a comment down below. Let me know what else I can do for you, and I'll come back in a separate video. No problem whatsoever. Enjoy. Hope this helps you, and I'll catch you later. Thanks again.